సో ఈరోజు లేట్ అయిపోయింది. నాయుడు సార్ మీకోసం రెడీగా ఉన్నారు. సో మీరు కూడా చాలామంది వెయిట్ చేస్తున్నారు. సో వెల్కమ్ టు కేవీఎస్ గురు అండ్ మై డియర్ బ్రదర్, మై డియర్ ఫ్రెండ్, వెల్కమ్ టు కేవీఎస్ గురు, మై డియర్ నాయుడు, లక్ష్మణ్ నాయుడు. సో ప్లీజ్ గో హెడ్, ప్లీజ్ హ్యావ్ ద క్లాస్.
Good evening, children. Welcome back to today's session on linear equations in two variables. Part 7, that is, we are discussing now the problems relating to the graphs of linear equations, and that too how to convert the verbal statements into linear equation format, and then how to draw the graph that we are discussing. And we are in the exercise 6.3. So we are continuing the class anyway today, already some 7 minutes late. Okay, without wasting the time, I'm going to move the problems. Next problem. Yes, children, here the question number 9. Yesterday we have discussed up to I think 7 or 6, 8, I think, I don't have an idea. So question number 9. Here the question is, the force applied on a body of mass 6 kg is directly proportional to the acceleration produced in the body. Write the equation to express this observation and draw the graph of the equation. Children, here is the data about force and acceleration and the mass. In physics, we have a relation also. This is called Newton's first law, I think. Yes, Newton's first law, that is. So here, the relation is given as the force applied on a body of mass 6 kg is directly proportional to its acceleration. This is the first law of the Newton, that is F is proportional to A. F is the force and A is the acceleration. F అనేది వస్తువు మీద ప్రయోగించే బలము, A అనేది త్వరణము. బలం అనేది త్వరణానికి అనులోమానుపాతంలో ఉంది. మాస్ ఫిక్స్డ్ గా ఉంది ఇక్కడ, ఎంత? 6 kg. So, and then if you remove the proportionality constant, that is proportionality, we will keep constant, that is equals to MA, we will write. I think this is the formula, F equal to MA. So now here M is given as 6 kg. So I am replacing M with 6. Now we have an equation, F is equals to 6A. That's all. It is a simple equation. F is equals to 6A. Now we got an equation in two variables. That is, one variable is F, I am keeping for instance here force to represent that, and A is the acceleration. F అనేది బలము, A అనేది త్వరణం అన్నమాట. వీటి మధ్య సంబంధం న్యూటన్ మొదటి గమన నియమం మీకు అందరికీ తెలిసిందే, F ఈక్వల్స్ టు MA. దీని మీద మ్యాథ్స్ లో కనెక్టివిటీ ప్రాబ్లం డిజైన్ చేయడం జరిగింది. ఇక్కడ ఆ వస్తువు యొక్క ద్రవ్యరాశి ఎంత ఇచ్చారు? 6 kg. సో F is equals to 6A. Now again, to this equation we have to draw a graph. Before that we need the points. So this is the equation, children. Here F is equals to 6A. So the first variable I am taking as A, and the second one is equals to F is equals to 6A, and this is A comma F will be the coordinate. Yes, children, I think it is clear. Now I am going to take A as 1. Actually the units of A, acceleration of meter per second square units. So here units are not necessary for us mainly, but we need the graph. So A equal to 1 I am keeping, and from this F will be is equals to 6 into 1, which will be equal to 6. So the point will be 1 comma 6, and let us try to take A is 2. So now F will be equal to 6 into 2, which will be equals to 12. So the point is 2 comma 12. And I'm going to take A value as 3. Then F must be is equals to 6 into 3, which will be equals to 18. So the point will be 3 comma 18. Yes. So 3 comma 18 this is. Now we know the points. Now our aim is to plot these points on the graph sheet and draw the graph. If you can observe, write an equation to represent this observation and draw the graph of this. Already the equation that we have represented, what is the equation that it is representing in this question is, that is F is equals to 6A. This is the equation. So now I am going to plot this in the graph sheet. Now I am taking the graph sheet. Let us observe the children here. here. Yes, here the graph sheet is yes. Observe children, here is the graph sheet that is. Now we have to plot this point. So again, I'm going to draw x-axis and y-axis. Here is the x-axis and here is the y-axis. On x-axis, I'm going to take the acceleration. This is acceleration. Tvaranamu nenu teeskunnanu. So this is, children observe carefully, this is acceleration, tvaranamu. On y-axis, I am taking the force. So acceleration 1, 2, 3. So that on x-axis 1 centimeter, 1 unit only. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Here 6, 12, 18 are there. So we have to adjust the scale here. On y-axis, observe children. So on y-axis, I am going to take 1 centimeter is equals to 6 units to make it easy. Why? Because 6, 12, why like that. So this I'm going to write it as 6. Now second centimeter can be 12 and this is 18. This will be 24 and this should be 30. Now it is clear, children. Now I'm going to plot the point 1, 6 on horizontal direction 1, vertical 6. So this is the point that represents this is, and 2, 12 horizontal 2, vertical 12. So this is next horizontal 3 and vertical 18. So 3, 18. So that means y distance. Now we have plotted these 3 points. This is 1, 6. This is 2, 12, and this point is 3, 18. Now we have to draw the line joining these 3 points. So that is the linear equation that represents the given data. అంటే మనకి ఏదైతే దత్తాంశం ఇచ్చాడో ఆ దత్తాంశానికి సంబంధించి. So observe the children clearly. Here I am going to draw the line. Observe here. So this is the line which it is passing through all these 3 points. Observe keenly. So this is the line and this is the equation of the line. F is equals to MA. So this is the 9th question which it is relating to connecting to physics, that is. So F is equals to MA graph it is asked to draw that, and this is the graph. I think it is clear for you everyone. So I'm going to move to the next question, children. Yes, again we have another question. Actually here also this question is also connected to again physics. Physics connect చేసినటువంటి క్వశ్చనే. సో ఫిజిక్స్ లో మీరు కైనమాటిక్స్ శుద్ధ గతి శాస్త్రం నేర్చుకుంటారు. అందులో మీకు ఇది తెలుస్తుంది. A stone is falling from mountain. The velocity of the stone is given by v equal to 9.8. Draw the graph and find the velocity of the stone 4 seconds after the start. So this is the kinematics equation, that is the first one. Observe children here. Here the equation itself is given. Here actually in the previous questions we have developed the linear equation. అంటే ఇచ్చినటువంటి దత్తాంశాన్ని మనం పరిశీలించి దాని నుంచి మనం ఏం చేసామంటే ఒక లీనియర్ ఈక్వేషన్ ని మనం కనుక్కోవడం జరిగింది. Is it clear, children? Now what we are doing is here the equation itself is given. What is the equation actually? V is equals to 9.8 into T. Here this 9.8 is gravitational attraction. అంటే భూమి యొక్క ఆకర్షణ శక్తి. జనరల్ గా 10 మీటర్ పర్ సెకండ్ తీసుకుంటాం. ఎగ్జాక్ట్ వాల్యూ is 9.8. So V equal to 9.8 T is given. So directly here the equation is given. The two variables. V is velocity. అంటే వేగం అన్నమాట. T is time taken. This is time taken. So now to this relation it is asked to draw the graph. Children, again the same method. So and since we know directly the equation, I am going to plot the equation, plot the points. So the equation is equals to V is equals to 9.8T. So here the time we are taking and finally velocity we are calculating, which is equals to 9.8T, and finally T comma V. This is the point X comma V. So first second, I'm going to take t time 1 second I'm taking. Now, if you take t 1 second, 9.8 into 1, which will be is equals to 9.8. So the point will be 1 comma 9.8. Children, representing 9.8 is some extent tough here, and that too in online graph sheet it is representing some extent tough, but I will explain. But 9.8 is approximately or nearly equals to 10. So a nearest point we will consider. So this is 2, this is. So what will be the velocity, which is equals to 9.8 into 2, 9.8 into 2, which will be equal to 2 8s are 16, carry 1, 2 9s are 18 plus 1. So this will be 19.6. So the point is 2 comma 19.6. This is. And if you can take the value of time, it is 3 seconds. So velocity will be equals to 9.8 into 3, which will be equal to 3 8s are 24, 2 carry 9 3 is 27 plus 2, 29.4. 29.4 is approximately equal to 29, whereas 19.6 is nearly equal to 20. So in that way we will represent to make it understand better. So but the points I am taking, so here on x-axis 1 centimeter 1 unit, y-axis 9.8 19.6 like that are there. So that 1 centimeter 10 units I am taking. So here I am writing scale on x-axis. So on x-axis 1 centimeter is equals to 1 unit, that's all. But whereas on y-axis 1 centimeter is equals to 10 units I am taking. It is difficult to take 9.8, that is. So 10 only I am going to take. Observe the children, and this is slightly complicated while drawing. Again, this is the graph sheet, and I am going to draw the x-axis and y-axis. Once again, this is x-axis and this is y-axis. So here the x-axis is relating to time. Observe children, this is time. And this is, what is this? This is velocity, velocity. This is velocity v, and this is time. And we have taken time in seconds, that is 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds, and 5 seconds. Here the velocity 9.8, 19, but conveniently let us try to take 10, 20, 30, and 40. Now it is clear. Now 1 comma 9.8. This is 1. 9.8 means after 9 nearest to 10. That means here this will be not exactly 10. So small point I'm keeping. Why? Because it will be a little bit confusion. So this will be the point. So yes. So this is the point 9.8. And now 2 comma 19.6. This is 10 after to 20. 10 lines are there. Observe. That means one line represents 1 unit. 11, 12 like that. 19 after and between 10. This is. So this is 19.6 and this is 9.8 and this is 29.4. After 29 again 30 between. So this is. So this is the value. Is it clear, children? So these points I'm plotting and observe carefully. And this is 1 comma 9.8 and 2 comma 19.6 and 3 comma 29.4. Now let us join these 3 points using the scale. So observe children that I'm going to draw the line, straight line. So this, it represents the straight line which it is passing through these 3 points. This is, so this equation is v is equals to 9.8 into t will be the required equation of this graph. So, or this is the linear equation which it represents the velocity and time graph, I think. So this is the way. So here also additionally, yes, sorry. So graph is completed. Now the question is, after 4 seconds, what would be the velocity it is asked. So from graph, we have to calculate what would be the velocity. So as we discussed yesterday, at 4 seconds means at time is on x-axis. So at 4, draw vertically to touch the graph. So observe children here. So since the question is asked about this, what is the velocity at 4 after 4 seconds. So this I'm going to, sorry. So here. So here, so a small mistake here. So here I am representing, observe children, this is the line. So this is the line which it is, the time is 4 seconds. This is now time 4 seconds. Now parallel to this, let us draw that. It is approximately touching up, if you can observe 40 only, but slightly this is. So exactly we cannot able to do that, but if you want to do that, this will be equals to 39.2 exactly. So this will be that, we can write it as 39, approximately 39.2 will be the actual. So actual velocity of this graph. So it will be, so it is too difficult to find from the graph, but it is, so it is lie between 39 and 40. Observe this one. So that is, so 39.2 will be approximately the velocity when the time is 4 seconds. అంటే కాలం 4 సెకండ్లు అయినప్పుడు, అంటే అదేంటి ఏదైతే స్టోన్ మౌంటైన్ నుంచి ఫాల్ అవుతుందో 4 సెకండ్ల తర్వాత దాని యొక్క వేగం ఎంత ఉంటుందంటే 39.2. ఇన్ ద గ్రాఫ్ ఇట్ ఇస్ అప్రాక్సిమేట్లీ ఈక్వల్స్ టు 40. సో దట్ ఈస్, సో చిల్డ్రన్ we are moving to the next one. That's all. Now from here onwards, again the verbal questions are given, so we have to, that verbal question we have to develop in the format of a linear equation, and then we have to draw the graph, and from the graph we have to calculate some values. సో ఏదైతే మనకి అంటే దత్తాంశం ఇచ్చాడో ఆ దత్తాంశం నుంచి మనం రేఖీయ సమీకరణాలను కనుక్కొని, బిందువులను కనుక్కొని, దాని గ్రాఫ్ గీసి వాటి నుంచి కొన్ని విలువలు కనుక్కోవాలి. సో హియర్ ద క్వశ్చన్ ఈస్ in an election. So particularly from 11th question, so from this exercise, from 11 to 18, there are, I think, 8 questions are left in this exercise. So in this, from this questions only, they will usually give for 8 marks questions in summative. From this, from 11 to 18, any one question definitely you will get. Regarding examination point of view, important, what I want to say is finally, so in an election, 60% of voters cast their votes. Form an equation and draw the graph for this data. Find the following from the graph. Inka calculate cheymanadu. What should be calculated, that we will see. But here, this is the data regarding the election and how many votes are there and how many are cast their vote. Ante enta mandi enni votla ఊర్లో ఉన్నాయి, ఎంత పర్సెంటేజ్ ఓటు వేశారు regarding this information. So ikkada let us consider a village or a town, whatever it may be. So let us think that it is a village. In that there are some voters. Out of the total voters, generally all voters may not able to vote there due to because of the problems, whatever it may be. So andru vote veyalekapochu. But as per the analysis of the question, it is given that 60% of the voters cast their vote. So out of 160, they voted. To whomever voted, that is not the matter. They voted. They used their vote. That is, so here two different types of quantities. One is total voters and the voters who casted their vote. So that is, let the total number of voters is equals to x. Here total voters, in that I am assuming as x. Observe children, total voters are x. Now, and why I am taking number of voters who cast their vote, that is equals to y. So x is the total number and y is the persons who cast their vote. అంటే ఎవరైతే ఓటు హక్కును వినియోగించుకున్నారో వాళ్ళు y, మొత్తం ఓటర్లు x. అయితే as per the question, it is given that 60% of the total is casted vote. So here the number of voters who casted is 60% of total voters. Total voters lo 60% is utilized చేసుకున్నారు. That is 60% means we know that 60 by 100 of total voters is x. Now upon cancelling, simplifying, we will get that 2 3s are 2 5s are, so 3x by 5. So this is the required equation, or 5y is equal to 3x or 3x is equals to 5. 5y or y is equal to anything, that is 3x is equals to 5y is the required equation for the given data. So this is the linear equation. Now we got a linear equation. To this linear equation, we have to take some points and those points should be plotted on the graph sheet. అంటే వీటికి సాధనలు కనుక్కోవాలి, ఆ సాధనల్ని గ్రాఫ్ల మీద రిప్రజెంట్ చేసి గ్రాఫ్ గీయాలి. అయితే గ్రాఫ్ గీసిన తర్వాత ఇంకా కొన్ని క్వశ్చన్లు అడిగి గ్రాఫ్ నుంచి మనల్ని అడిగాడు. సో ఫస్ట్ ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్ టు టేక్ ద draw the graph. Before that table I am taking. So here, so x value I am taking on first one, and y is equals to 3x by 5, and this is x comma y. So here y x is, so 3 is multiplying, 5 is dividing. So better to take x is a multiple of 5. But generally the waters will be not in 5 or 10 or 20s, will be generally in hundreds or thousands. So, and the data here, next questions also it is asked about hundreds only. So that for convenience, I am going to take x value 200. మరి తక్కువ తీసుకోవట్లేదు, ఎక్కువ తీసుకోవట్లేదు, 200. అప్పుడు y ఎంత అవుతుందమ్మా? 3 into 200 అంటే ఎంత అవుతుందంటే 600. 600 by 5 ఎంత అవుతుంది? 120 directly. This is, or 5, how many times? 540, and 40 into 3 is 120. So finally first point is 200 comma 120. And similarly next I am going to take 400. అంటే వాటర్స్ నెంబర్ విల్ బి మోర్. ఇక్కడ మా 1, 5, 10 తీసుకోకూడదు జనరల్ గా. అండ్ దట్ టు ఇంకా మనకి ఇందులో ఒక పార్ట్ నేను చూపించలేదు, కానీ క్వశ్చన్ లో 1200 మంది వాటర్లు అయితే ఎంతమంది వాటర్ వినియోగించుకున్నారు అని క్వశ్చన్ అడిగాడు. కాబట్టి ఇట్ ఈస్ గివెన్ అబౌట్ హండ్రెడ్స్. సో దట్ ఐఎమ్ కన్సిడరింగ్ లైక్ వైజ్. సో 400 again 5, how many times? So which will be equals to 3 into 400 by 5, which will be equal to 580s, so which will be 240. My x దగ్గర 400 పెట్టండి, 5 ఏకంలో ఇది ఎంత అవుతుంది? 580s వస్తుంది. So 3 into 8 is 240. So the final value is 400 comma 240. And next I'm going to take 600 also. So this time which will be equal to, if you can calculate 3 into 600 by 5, 3 600 is 1800. 1800 by 5 is 360. So finally this is 600 comma 360. So likewise, so 200. So from this it is very clear that now, while before drawing the graph, we should get an idea that on x-axis 1 centimeter 200 units, y-axis actually 120, 240s are there, but in one of the question it is asked about 1200. So it is difficult for us, so that I am going to take again on y-axis also 200 only. So is it clear, children? On x-axis 1 centimeter 200, on y-axis 1 centimeter 200. Now let us take the graph here. Sorry. Yes. So this is the graph here, children. Observe. So this is the graph. Now again I am going to draw both x-axis and y-axis. Let us. This is the x-axis and this is the y-axis. On x-axis I have taken the total population. So this is the total population. These are the voters who casted their vote, and I said that this is 200, 400, 600, 800, 1000, 1200, 1400, 1600, 1800, 2000, and 2200 I have taken. And on y-axis again the same I said. So 1 centimeter 200 units let us take. So 200, this is 400, 600, 800, and 1000, and finally here 1200. So this is the data. So I think, children, till now it is clear for you. Now I am going to plot the points. Observe, children, 200 and 120, 200 and 120. Here where will be 120? So since 10 lines represents 200, means each one represents 20. So then 5th line will be 100 and 6th line will be 120. So this is the 6th line. Observe, children, clearly. So this is the 6th line. This will be. And next 400 and 240, 400, 240. So after 200 and 4th line, sorry, not 4th line, 2nd line, this is 400 and 240. So this will be the 240. Since each line it represents 20. And next 600, 360, 600 and 360. So this is 300, half of this one, and that 6th line this will be. So 360. So now we got the 3 points. Now our aim is to join these 3 points. So since the values are big, I am going to draw the graph. Observe children here. So this is the graph which it is. So slightly here while drawing. So this is the graph which it represents y is equals to, here let us observe that this I am going to write y is equal to 3x by 5. This is the graph. So I think graph is clear for you everyone. So now with this the problem is not completed. Observe children. Here few more questions are given. Observe carefully here. So here the questions, two questions. Observe here. Here two questions are given. The total number of voters if 1200 voters cast their vote. అంటే 1200 మంది వాళ్ళు ఓటు హక్కును గాని వినియోగించుకున్నట్లయితే how many are the total voters? ఇక్కడ total voters or total population is on x-axis and casted their vote on y-axis. అంటే y-axis తిన్నంగా 1200 దగ్గర మనం తీసుకోవాలి. Where does it intersect the line? There straight to x-axis, what is the value? Observe children, from the graph we are going to calculate. So మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి చెప్తున్నాను, ఇక్కడ క్వశ్చన్ ఏంటంటే 1200 మంది ఓటు హక్కును వినియోగించుకుంటే మొత్తం ఆ విలేజ్ లోనో లేకపోతే అక్కడ ఓటర్స్ ఎంత మంది, అంటే ఓటర్స్ అందరూ ఓటు హక్కు వినియోగించుకోలేదు ఎందుకంటే 60%. సో 1200 is the voters, those who casted their vote. So this is, so here observe this one, here I am going to draw the line. Observe, so this is the line, so it intersects here. Observe here, this is, now drop the perpendicular here at this particular. If you can observe, so where it is intersecting clearly, if you can observe, it is intersecting at 2000. Observe children here. That means that if the total voters who casted their vote is 1200, 1200 మంది గాని ఓటు హక్కును వినియోగించుకుంటే అంటే మొత్తం ఎంత మంది ఓటర్స్ ఉన్నట్టు అక్కడ, so 2000 will be the voters. I think it is clear for you from the graph. Likewise we can able to calculate different values. And one more question also given children. So what is the question? Yes children, so many children have given. Why? Because this is completely problem based and graph, so that I am not interacting children. So well done, so many have given 2000. Praveen Reddy, Manikanta, Swami G, yes, Devi Sri, well done children, well done, very good. Since these problems are some extent, and while explaining this everything we have to do, so that I have not concentrated on that, but well done, applause to all of you. And now second question answer also few they have given, very good children. Tarun Sai has given, well done, very good. And Yashwant Kumar Royal, first question only. Kalesh Shavale also given, well done, very good. So what is the second question actually? The number of voters cast if the total number of voters are 800. Total is 800 this time. Total is 800. How many are casted their vote? That means here 800 we have to draw a line. So where it intersects the y-axis, that we have to observe. Children, observe carefully. I am going to draw at 800. This is 800. Observe here. So this is 800. Now straight to this draw a parallel line parallel to x-axis. So if you can observe, this is at which point it is in, it is not intersecting at fifth line, fourth line it is intersecting. Observe children. So for each line it is 20. After 400 fourth line, after 400 fourth line will be how much? 420, 440, 460 and 480. Fifth line will be 500. So it is intersecting just before this. Since it is thick, it is not looking like maybe clear. So but this is 480. So from the graph it is very clear that suppose if there are 1200 are the persons who casted their vote, then the total population is 2000. If suppose if 800 is the total population or the total voters, for example, let us think, not population, voters, let us better. If the 800 is the voter, then the number of, as per this data, how many they have utilized their vote means only 480. Why? Because 60% is only utilized. That's why the value will be 480. So without any calculation, simply by drawing the graph, we have calculated the unknown values for this. I think it is clear for you children. Yes, very good. So many are asking quiz. Okay, Janaki Sharma, but this concept is completely problematic, and that too not a simple question. Simple questions. These are lengthy questions. It is difficult to ask the quiz at this. Definitely I will conduct the quiz children. So not today. And once this exercise is completed, definitely I will plan. This exercise is mainly based on the verbal problems and graphs, and that too lengthy questions. So it is difficult. So please, these are useful for summative examination purpose. That means lengthy answer questions. So not like one word answers. So you have to concentrate. And as I said every day, and I used to say that after completion of the class, you must do all these problems in the graph sheet. Then only you can able to understand. మీరు గ్రాఫ్ షీట్ మీద క్లాస్ అయిన తర్వాత మరలా ప్రాక్టీస్ చేస్తేనే మీకు అర్థం అవుతుంది. మరలా చెప్తున్నాను. సో yes, children, I think I will move to the next question, that is 12th question. Yes, the question is, when Rupa was born, his father was 25 years old. Form an equation and draw the graph for this data. From the graph, again, after drawing the graph, the age of the father when Rupa is 25 years old. Rupa says when her father is 40 years old. Two more questions are asked. These two answers should be given based on the graph, children. So before that, we have to finalize, or we have to draw an equation, linear equation to this. Actually, here there are two unknown quantities. What are the two unknown quantities? Means the ages of two persons. Rupa is one girl and father. When Rupa was born, his father was 25 years old already. So that means the age difference is 25. That is simply if you want to say. So since there are two persons, why? Because we have to frame a linear equation in two variables. అంటే ఒక రేఖీయ సమీకరణాన్ని రెండు చరరాశుల్లో మనం రిప్రజెంట్ చేయాలి కాబట్టి రెండు చరరాశులను అయితే ఖచ్చితంగా ఉపయోగించుకోవాలి. So let age of Rupa is equals to x years. Now age of his father, so her father, sorry, Rupa's father, age of Rupa father will be y. So since at the birth time father was 25 years old, so that means if suppose Rupa has 1 year, then he will be 26. That means there is a gap of 25 years. That means father will be 25 years more than Rupa. More than means what we can write the information? Yes, it is plus. So now since as per the equation, y father says will be equals to x plus 25. That's all. It's a simple equation. Why? Because since x is the age of Rupa, to her age, upon adding 25, you will get the father age. So now we will get a linear equation in two variables. Again, the same method. What you have to do now? Again, we have to calculate the points which satisfying this linear equation. And we have to plot these points on the graph sheet, and we have to draw the graph. And two questions are given. The age of the father when Rupa is 25 years old, and when the father age is 40, what is Rupa's age? Is it, children? Now, let us take the table here, and the question is here. This is x value here. This is x, and this is y is equals to x plus 25, and this is x comma y. So here, since again 1, 2, 3 years it is taking, means it is difficult. So that since it is multiple of 5, I am also going to take multiple of 5. So x equal to 5 I am taking. So y will be how much? So 5 plus 25, which will be equal to 30. So the point will be equal to 5 comma 30. Is it clear, children? Now x is equals to 10. This time I am taking, instead of taking 1, 2, 3, we are a gap of 5 I am taking. Since here the questions also 25, 40 it is given, it is better to take in multiples of 5. So y will be equals to 10 plus 25, which will be equal to 35. So the answer will be equals to 10 comma 35. And now 15. So y will be is equals to 15 plus 25. 15 plus 25 is 40. So which will be equal to 15 comma 40. So now the ordered pairs are completed, or the solution for this equation is completed. Again, our aim is we have to take the graph sheet, and plot on this, and first we have to complete. Let us draw the graph sheet first. Here is the graph sheet. Yes. So on this x-axis, as I already said that on x-axis what we are going to take is, so x value, that is whose age? Rupa is. Y value, father age I am taking on y. So in multiples of 5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Similarly on y-axis also, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50. This is the. Now let us plot the points. 5 comma 30. This is 5 and this is 30. So this will be the point which it is at. Next, 10 comma 35. Horizontal direction 10 and vertical it is 35. This is the point which it is satisfying. Next, 15 comma 40. So this is the point. So now we have 3 points, and those 3 points upon joining using the scale, you will get a straight line. And meeku oka straight line vastundi. Let us draw the straight line, children. Observe this one. So here is the straight line. So what is the name of this straight line? It is, so yes, it is y is equals to x plus 25. So we have framed the equation, and now solution we have calculated, and after that graph plotted on the graph sheet and line also completed. So with this the problem is not come. Now 2 more questions are. Observe children here in the question. So the first question is the age of the father when Rupa is 25. Actually Rupa age is taken on x-axis and father is taken on y-axis. That means when Rupa is 25, what is his father age? So where is Rupa 25 means this is the point. So there you have to draw straight line as we did previously. So observe that at 25 here I am going to draw. Observe children here. So this is 25 reference. Now it intersect the graph at this particular point, and now straight to this join horizontal line where it is intersecting. Observe this. So if you can observe, it is intersecting at 50. That means when, this is a simple question as we know that. Why? Because in morally also, why? Because there is a gap of 25, but in the question from the graph it is asked, so that this is the method we have to adopt, no doubt at all. So 25 years gap means when she was 25 years, automatically plus 25, so that 50 years will be the father age. So that should be, so that answer should be mentioned. First question answer is when Rupa is 25 years old, father says is equals to 50 years. Now another question is also asked. What is Rupa says when father is 40 years old? Father was 40 years actually. Now at that time what will be? Yes, 25 less it will be from the, it is very easy, 15. Yes children, very good, very good. You all have given the answer, well done. So but it is from the graph it is asked to show. Again let us see. So where is father 40 years means this is the point. So there intersecting the graph we have to draw the line. So horizontal line, let us draw the horizontal line. So this is the line, it is intersecting. And now to know about the x value, so there we have to draw a perpendicular line from that point, particularly where it is intersecting from there. So now it is clearly intersecting at 15. So it is very easy. So no need of any calculation. From the graph we can able to know that when father was 40 years, so then Rupa's age is equal to how many years? Yes, it is 15 years. That's all. It is actually a oral question generally, but it is asked to find the graph and it is asked to calculate the values. I think it is clear for you everyone, children. Well done, very good. So many children has given the answer, but today I have not interacted with you. But why? Because these are problems, not direct problems. We have to calculate by making use of the gun. Well done, children, very good. So keep it up and try to interact in the chat box. Yes, so I will complete one more problem here. So we will move to the next question. Yes, it is another question. Some extent different and difficult. Please listen carefully, all of you children. So you have to pay concentration in doing so this question. An auto charges 15 rupees for first kilometer and 8 rupees each for each subsequent kilometer. So in a particular town, the auto charges are like this. First kilometer, suppose if you get into the auto, and the auto kilometer, you have to pay 15 rupees. And suppose 2 kilometers. So for every subsequent kilometer, and prati adanapu kilometer, ante first kilometer kaakunda enni kilometer extend. For each kilometer, you have to pay 8 rupees. That is the data. Here, for a distance of x kilometer, an amount is y is paid. Here, the two variables are given. So for a distance is equals to x kilometers. The amount paid is equals to y rupees. So this is y rupees, something like this I am writing. So distance is x kilometers, amount is. Now, based on this information, we have to develop a linear equation. Observe, children. Auto charge is 15 rupees for first kilometer and 8 for each subsequent kilometer. Write the linear equation representing this information and draw the graph. With the help of this graph, find the distance. Yes. Now, amount we are calculating. So how do you get the amount? Amount will be is equals to first kilometer 15, that is fixed, plus each kilometer 8 rupees. Is it clear or not? Actually, how many kilometers here? X kilometers. But total x kilometers we should not multiply. ikkade chaala jagrataga undali. ఎందుకంటే 1 కిలోమీటర్కి 8 రూపీస్ ఉంది. సపోజ్ మొత్తం 5 కిలోమీటర్లు అనుకుంటే 15 రూపాయలు ఫస్ట్ కిలోమీటర్కి. తర్వాత ఎన్ని కిలోమీటర్లు మిగిలి ఉంటాయి? 5 కిలోమీటర్లో అడిషనల్ గా 8 రూపాయలు ఇవ్వాల్సింది 4 మాత్రమే మొత్తం. సో హియర్ టోటల్ కిలోమీటర్స్ ఆర్ x. So first kilometer 15 is calculated. So out of the x kilometer remaining are there are x minus 1 kilometers. And this x minus 1 kilometer, each kilometer 8 rupees. Is it clear or not? So this will be the total amount. The total amount is y. So 15 plus 8x minus 8. Now y is equal to 15 minus 8 is 7 plus 8x. That's all. So 8x plus 7 equal to y, or y is equals to 8x plus 7 is the equation. Children, malli okkar vinandi. Distance x kilometer lo amount y annaru. సో మొదటి కిలోమీటర్కి 15 రూపాయలు అయిపోయింది. సో ప్రతి అదనపు కిలోమీటర్కి ఇది అంటే మొదటి కిలోమీటర్కి లెక్కించుకోవడం. సపోజ్ మొత్తం తను ప్రయాణించింది 10 కిలోమీటర్లు అయితే 9 అదనపు కిలోమీటర్లకి 8 రూపాయలు లెక్కించాలి. మొదటి దానికి 15 రూపాయలు. సో ఫస్ట్ వన్ ఐ క్యాలిక్యులేటెడ్ 15 and 8 rupees for x minus 1 kilometers. That is very, very important. So upon multiplying 8 y equal to 8x plus 7. I think it is clear, children. So now quickly let us we have less time is left. So now we have to draw the graph for this. So let us plot the points. So this is the table. I am going to take y is equal to 8x plus 7. So this is x and this is y is equals to 8x plus 7 and this is x comma y. So children, here what I am going to do is x kilometers means 1 2 3 4 like that only. So not will be not that much, and it is asked also 7 kilometer 6 kilometer range only. So I am going to take x1 only. So what will be y? 8 into 1 plus 7. So which will be how much? Sorry, 8x minus 8. Okay, 15 minus 8 will be equal to 7. Okay, so x equals to 1. 8 1s are 8 plus 7, which is equal to 13. So 1 comma 13. And x equals to 2, y is equal to 8 2s are 16, 16 plus 7, which will be equals to 16 plus 7 is how much? 623. So which is 2 comma 23. And next 3. So sorry, here x equals to 1 means 8 plus 7. So which will be 15. This is, sorry, this is 15. So here this is 15, this is 15. Now y is equals to 8 3s are 24, 24 plus 7, which will be equals to 31. So 31 means 3 comma 31. Now here on x-axis 1 2 3 less values only, 1 centimeter 1 unit, but on y-axis if you can observe, it is better to take either 5 multiple or 4 multiple. Is it clear, children? So in which value we will take is 15 to represent. I am going to take 4 units. Let us better to take so to represent easily. So before that, let us take the graph here, children. So this is the graph on x-axis. Sorry, so a small mistake. Yes, children. Here. Okay. So as we calculated, and a small mistake here it is happened. Yes. A small, just 1 minute. Yes, we have very less time also. Yes, a small problem has occurred. Yes, children. Okay, small problem here it is. While in animation, a small problem has occurred. As we already calculated for x value and y value, so and that too time is also it is 5:54, so close to 6, and it will take much time also. So quickly, as we know that, and we have taken the values once again. Just I'm going to write the equation quickly. So what is the equation is y is equals to, so 15 plus 8 into x minus 1, total hours is, so y is equal to 15 plus 8x minus 8. So y is equals to 8x plus 7. So this is x we have taken, this is y, and this is x comma y we have taken. So if x value 1 I have taken, y value will be is equals to 8x plus 7, which will be 13. So sorry, 15, which we have calculated, 1 comma 15, and x value 2 let us take, and 2 8 is 16, so which will be 23, 2 comma 23, and this is 3, and the value will be 8, 3 is a 24 plus 7, which will be 31. So 3 comma 31, so 3 comma 31. So here, so quickly I am going to draw the graph completely. So observe, children, this is the graph actually. So these are the values. Small mistake I did, so that here the values are actually, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here we are going to take the values as, suppose at 1, suppose it will be 15. So 10 centimeter I am taking 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60 here. Observe, children. So this is the graph 1 comma 15. This is the point 1 comma 15 point, and 2 comma 23. Quickly I am explaining. This is 2 comma 23 and 3 comma 31. This is, so this is the graph y is equals to 8x plus 7. Now two more questions are given. We have only 4 minutes time, so that I am going to close that quickly. So here, if you can observe, I have already taken. So first one is, what would be the question? So how much would have to be paid for 7 kilometers? So if suppose first 55 rupees paid, so totally 55, this is 55. Then how many kilometers that does he traveled? So if it is 55, so where it is intersecting at 6, that means he traveled the journey totally 6 కిలోమీటర్స్. దట్ ఈస్, ఇది ఎక్స్ అనేది కిలోమీటర్స్ లో, వై అనేది రూపీస్ లో ఉంది. అంటే 55 రూపాయలు తను మొత్తం ఇచ్చాడు అనుకోండి, ఎట్లా అంటే ఇతను ఎన్ని కిలోమీటర్ ప్రయాణించినట్టు 6. అండ్ సిమిలర్లీ సెకండ్ వన్ ఈస్, సపోజ్ 7 kilometers he traveled, this is 7. You can observe here. Then where does it is intersecting here? If you can observe, after 63rd line it is observed, that means it is 63. So if suppose if he travel for 7 kilometers, then the amount he paid is equal to 63. So very good, children. So 6 comma 55 and 7 comma 63 is the correct answer. So with this, today we have already 5:57, and since 6 o'clock there will be another class. I'm going to close this session, children. So like every day I'm saying and I'm reminding, please complete your or whatever the discussed all problems in your graph book and at after completion of this class. So if you did not do so, then you may not understand anything. So please try to complete your all the questions in the graph sheet. And finally, the same, stay home, stay safe. Thank you. Bye.